We've finished our game to the point where we have our spaceship moving, and when we press the space bar we shoot bullets and the asteroids are moving down the screen. What we haven't got so far is when the bullet hits the asteroid blows up and disappears. So the way we need to do that is we need to add a new sprite. Whoops, only need one. We're going to load a sprite, and we're going to have the explosion. That one's the one there. So we open that and call it SPR explode. Okay, and obviously we need to, once we've made our explosion object, sprite, we make our object explosion as well. Okay, the next thing we need to do is load a sound. So we can load a sound, call it ND explode, and we'll load that, and we'll load the explosion sound, and OK. So what we have to do here now is, with our object asteroid, we need to add an event, and it's going to be a collision, and it's going to be the collision with a bullet. So what happens? The first thing we need to do is get rid of the asteroid, because it's going to explode. So we get rid of the self, which is the asteroid. We want to also get rid of the bullet, which is the other object in the collision. So we get rid of that. We then want to create an instance. In this case, we want it to be an explosion. Now we need to make sure that the explosion appears exactly where the asteroid was, so it needs to be relative to the asteroid. Okay. We also need to add a sound, so we drag a sound across, and it's going to be the explode sound. Okay. We can see by running our game that our asteroids are turning into explosions, but they're not disappearing. So we need to fix that. The way we can fix that is by putting in a timer. So when this happens, we want to include a timer. Where are we? A timer. And we're going to include 20 steps, and it's going to be alarm 0. Okay. Now what that does is set the alarm, and it counts down to 20, and then it says, when I get to 20, what am I meant to do? So in the explosion, we're going to tell it what to do. It's a timer event, so it's an alarm event, and it's going to be alarm 0. What happens when alarm 0 goes off? Well, we're going to get rid of the explosion, aren't we? So we're going to destroy this instance. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we play our game. And that clearly didn't work. The reason it didn't work is we forgot to apply it to the object of explode rather than self. So now, once we've done that, so make sure it's applying to the explode object, we can run our game, and now it should work. And we can see that our explosions disappear, and they're not on the screen all the time. So we now have fixed it so our explosions work.